Hello there, and welcome back to episode 18 of Shadowhome. So, I finally got myself some time to dig out the rest of this wonderful little area here. I am always a little bit procrastinating on these loops, but I finally did this one. And for today, we're going to witness how one dwarf goes insane because he doesn't find the glass to make his artifact become reality. But yeah, that's a sad and tragic story that we can't change. We have made paper though. Press plant slurry into paper sheet has been completed. Wonderful. So that means we can today finally employ some scholars and get something good happening here. So, scholars, who's going to be our scholar of the day? So, Bomrek the Thresher. I think that's a wonderful first person. Then Dodok the Peasant, because you know I want to give everybody a chance out of the lower ranks of the education elite here. He's not even an observer. They, whatever they are. And, well, bone carver. Beekeeper. Let's take the beekeeper. Okay, so we're going to have to install a couple of switches now, because your scholars, they can't work without a lever. It is what it is, my friends. I'm not making this up. And then we can finally expect some books to happen. Once there is a chest in my library. Wow. I really did derp that one, didn't I? Yep. 100%. Ah, well. It's never too late to put a box with writing tools into your library. I mean, in all fairness, derpy or not, there was no damage done because we didn't need any of the writing material because there was none. So, I think that's okay. Alright, so, let's see. Scholars. Okay, that's looking good. Only this Rakust guy is a fake scholar. So yeah, if in case you didn't know yet, the magic of levers works like this. You assign a scholar to a lever, then you ask them to flick the switch forevermore, and then they keep thinking. Why? Don't know. It's just what it is. So let's see, did I assign anybody doubly accidentally? Bomb Rack, Dodok, and Dob. There we go. As you see now, they're pondering diseases, foraging behavior. Good stuff. Well, I don't know why it works like that. I only know that it does work like that. And now, once the writing tools have arrived, we also will see some writing from these fellas. Okay. Meanwhile, up here, we're carving out the rest of the new apartment area with fresh shore for the windows. I figured, though, that for the windows of this one here, I want to use the good stuff as, you know, that's where we are trying to impress people. Also, I'm going to set up some stockpiles of blocks here very soonish, so we can get this stuff constructed a little bit more proficiently. So for example, we can already take this spot here and make it a collecting spot for shale blocks. Absolutely a good idea. As much as I am complaining about many things in Dwarf Fortress, this stockpile system is really, really good, as it allows me to configure stockpiles so granular that I can say exactly which type of stone is supposed to lie where. And that's pretty good. It's really, really good. It does have its problems, for sure, but altogether it's more good than bad, I think. Speaking about more good than bad, look at this glorious stockpile of iron bars. We are already at over 100. The good part is our smelters are working non-stop on these. I think could also just go downstairs and make a few more of these, eh? So, of course, I have a real furniture stockpile now, and that overrides this. Here. You shall take from the stockpile. Thank you. Should fix the problem. I just realized that I wanted to have a few more iron minecarts and magma workshops. So the gist of it is we're going to forge 4 more of these. So we're gonna get some results here. Okay. I don't want to store my chert blocks up here, so I didn't really bring up a too smart first position. So we're going to fix that now. Let's be the smarter dwarf and start drawing this little spot here. So this area there, I'll be storing the chert blocks. Here the shale blocks shall be. Then I need another area for the granite blocks. Oh, well, that being said, I actually can do that already. It's just like, the less the constructors have to walk, the better. It's just my my general experience with these things. There we go. This will create now a couple of hauling jobs for sure, but it ain't much of a big deal, I'd say. Those Kea, though, those pesky little birds, they're eating my FPS. Yes, I'm not kidding here. It's really what they're doing. Maybe they're not eating them, but their presence does destroy my FPS because they try to path to my precious. Seriously, I don't know why, but these birds, they're just always trying to path towards treasures, trying to steal stuff, and in the process of that, destroy your FPS. I really hate these. But I've met so far not a single Dwarf Fortress player who didn't. So there we go. The marble flooring for the new bedrooms has been prepared, and well, it's gonna be good. I mean, finally we are at almost 200 people. That means the fort is very soon on the point where we will be not seeing a steady influx of new people anymore that need new apartments and whatnot. So we're finally at a steady population, which will be quite a relief, in all honesty. So we're going to go and place down some steel floor. I just realized, in a sudden flash of insight, how much better this place would look like if we'd be mimicking the construction there. So, you know, currently the symmetry is not given, but I just realized that it would look absolutely nice to have this here like that. No props at all. Alright, it's a quite fun part that the Miners Guild Hall now provides ample supply of all the stones that we require to build the actual fortress. Like talc for the inner cities, hallways, chert for the floors and all, and dolomite. Well, alright, the dolomite doesn't really flow too much into the citadel itself, but I started to appreciate the dolomite for the workshops lately. Ah, well. I am aesthetically pleased by this fortress, which was my goal all along for this one. It was really, really important for me on this fortress to make it somewhat nice looking. I just realized that I forgot to put some pillars into this one. Ah, well, we're going to fix these in at another day. I really don't want to work on these currently. Don't feel like it. So yeah, the granite blocks are being hauled much faster upstairs, obviously because we have an ample supply of these. These blocks here are being transported to the construction site the moment they're being built. But from now on, we can pause the construction a little bit, and when these stockpiles, this one isn't issued yet, filled up, every single thing that we're ordering for the fort itself will be done much, much faster. And that is exactly where I want it to be. So, our little pond. It's a pretty deep water, with gemstones at the bottom. And there is not a single fish visible. So, let's see. We're going to make it like this. Fishing zone goes here. I think I need to include this as well, otherwise it won't work. Quite sure, but we're gonna be trying that. I never did something like that. I just know that fish only in designated zones. Do I have a fishing zone upstairs here? Yes, obviously. So this one at least I can pause. That's what I like to, what I'd like to see for work orders too. That would be amazing. So, I had 4, and I ordered another 4, so I need to expand this little area there, otherwise it won't work. Yeah, so, fella went berserk. Ugh. So let's see how his last moments went over. Doesn't look like it was a fun thing. So there he is. So yeah, he's been punched to death by a craftsdwarf. Etor, I suppose. Let's see. This one. Enraged at all enemies. So I think we are experiencing here a tantrum spiral, so this is not good. We need to station people here and see that too. Alright, it's over now. So it's been only the 2 people that have been fighting each other, I guess it seems. Okay. Okay. Good. Or such, or something like that. We're going to set up more sarcophagi. And make sure that we're going to have raw glass. Alright? Alright. Yeah, it's one of those things that sadly occasionally happen. You can't avoid that if you're planning better than I did, but, well, tragedies can happen. And stories would be boring without tragedies, in my personal opinion. I'm going to give these people sarcophagi opposite to each other. If it wouldn't be so much work to whip it up in detail, I would love to make a statue where on each side where which depicts them killing each other. But, oh well, configuring that is quite a pain. I'm not down for that. So there we go. Poor blokes. At least we have a burial niche here. And I think I'm going to continue this tradition here. You see, we have a couple of graveyards this way. And personally think this is a quite nice memorial culture here. The open tomb like that. I personally think it's pretty beautiful, actually. Okay, I'm very relieved that nobody got... there was not more stuff happening. Alright. So... this was no case for the justice. Alright. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Okay. Let's check back with our adamantine quarry here, or mine, or however we want to call it. I've been not working on it in the previous episodes, so it's time to change something about that, eh? So, I do know from my previous attempts that this here was solid wall. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone this way. Okay. Let's see what we can find here. With autumn finally arriving, this also means that we're finally seeing the next delivery of sand, which is something I'm very much looking forward to, as this will allow us to get at least a little bit further down the road. I think I will make a little bit of raw glass in the time being now, but it is, you know, it is a pretty big part of the sand delivery then, being bound with that stuff. Do we really want that? Certainly don't think so, honestly. Okay, let's see what's behind this wall. Always very curious to see these. So here it's all solid behind it as well, so we can carve that too. So, another harmless wall. Man, we're so flippin' lucky. It's amazing. I am at a loss of words. Wait a sec. I am not so sure about these. So... I be better scrying these as well, before something nasty will happen. I don't know, I have a bad feeling about it, alright? And I've learned to listen to my bad feeling about things. But, yeah, there's a decent chance. There's now finally Gabbro at this end, but yeah. You never know until you know. That's all I can say. And once you have that web-spitting demon in your fortress, you have that web-spitting demon in your fortress. Also, all I can say. Once that thing is out of control, it's there and it wants to stay. Huh. Can we? I have a bad feeling about that wall too. But it should be safe, honestly. But on related news, there is no need whatsoever for us to go risky in any way. Just to dig into some granite. Nah, not really. But it looks as if we are pretty much done on this end. I need to do some scrying on this part, mostly because I do have a vague feeling as if there could be some trouble still. Well, we'll see about that. Alrighty. So, I'll be putting up some talk flooring here, and start doing a burial spot before we need it. It's always good to be going with these before it's necessary. So this here is a grazing animal. Why is it not assigned? Ah, because I forgot to check with the immigrants. How could that happen? Alright. So, look at us getting them shale blocks together. So yeah, here we can see, I don't know if it comes off in the video, but shale and chert, they look differently. They have a slightly different hue. Okay, now we are finally ready to go for the chert block stock pile. Jeez. There we go. So yeah, it is solid wall as far as the eyes can see, so obviously the last few are safe pickings. It's often like that. Seen it many times now, that the last few areas are safe to pick. So we can now pluck this up, and now I want to go these areas here, because they are, yeah, well, you know, giving me a little bit of a headache, because I feel as if there could be still baddies behind the wall. There we go. I'll have a much better feeling at digging on these walls now. So, let's check back with this pod here. Finished goods bin number 30. Finished goods bin number 30 as well. So these are where the good stuff is at, right? Right. Okay. Got it. Ah, well. Traders aren't here yet either. Das taught the performer is visiting. So have we now written content? No, not yet. Have we writing stuff in the library? Yes. Plenty of it. So from here on, it's only time, a question of time until the rest will come together. Ah, beautiful. It's a pleasure to see these blocks there. So it's only a 35. Two material categories. Unacceptable. Okay. So now for the small task of flooring the entirety of the basement level. Requires merely a humble 700 blocks. So let's see how much FPS that'll kill this time. I mean, if it will be too bad, I'll be just deleting the tasks. It's no problem. But I am, in all honesty, quite curious now. Maybe it's better now. Okay, one trader is ready to trade, and there is some diplomacy happening. So sand, and we're going to buy ourselves that raw class 2. And I've decided that it is what it is. We're not going to go for our own production of that stuff. There and there. Because the sand that is currently being delivered is way too valuable for our adamantine mine. The chances are fairly slim that during this very year, yet another glass maker will go crazy. If so, well, that's 100% my fault, but I'll take the risk. Especially when we're getting next year, just a fresh hot delivery of that stuff, you know. So let's see, fresh hot delivery of monsters? No? Looks actually safe down here. Nice. Yeah, absolutely safe. It's all solid behind these. Cool. That is a pleasant surprise. So the last box is so being hauled over here. The slow walker, I bet. Oh. No, the slow walker is hauling a chunk of Gabbro to the mechanics workshop. Ooh. Just realized that I never built a mechanics workshop downstairs. Need to change that. Ugh. Very sorry for you, mechanics. Well, apart from that, we're going to buy the leaf and fruit section again, because that is just very, very nice for our dudes there. But yeah, look at these. So, you know, we have gemstones decorated with gemstones. Sick. Scroll rollers that are also quite valuable, but yeah, here. The decorated items are really valuable. That's really nice. So I'm gonna be donating some stuff now, because it is absolutely time for our fort to be of higher rank. We ain't got no baron and nothing yet. It's bad. So here, friends, see what we have done and be impressed. We're going to gift away 10,000 dwarf bucks of our work here, and let's see how the rest will flow. Alrighty. So let's get ourselves some granite walls going here, as this is supposed to be a tower. There we go. This is so much fun. This is probably also the biggest castle complex that I've ever tried to build, apart from my Ocean Bridge project, which was absolutely megalomaniac, but it was something different. It was an ocean bridge and not not a real castle. This thing worked completely different, is all I want to say. And this here. Okay. Good part is, as you see, the walls and everything are being built in a really big, a really fast speed. All right. So down here we've gotten ourselves into no new trouble, which is really good news, because as far as I can see, we have successfully excavated the entire pillar with that. Nice. All right, so let's get working here. Not this though. And what did I want to do? Ah, yeah, the extra glass blocks. Okay, with each year we're getting better at this. It's what I personally love most. Oh no, chaos coming. It's always coming with a lag. All right, so last thing we need to do here. There we go. I personally think that this now looks much better. Much better. Let's give you a proper impression of what this actually looks like. Here we go. Or will look like. I really do love now. You know, but those steel plates there, they were really more than necessary. But I like the unkempt look here. Okay, friends. And for today's episode, sadly, I really appreciate today's episode because we gotten quite ahead with this one. We have found quite a lot of new space where we can now expand into. I mean, down here we're ready to scry yet another level. The upstairs area here is finally going into a pretty decent look. Don't you agree? And yeah, I really like what's going on here. So I hope so do you. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. We're going to look at Desktop Palm Clasp next episode, and yeah, feel free to leave a thumbs up, consider subscribing, check out the description box, it's full of Dwarf Fortress things, and of course feel free to support the channel financially. I'd be more than happy if you did, and obviously I want to say thanks to everybody who does so, and a big thanks to all of you watching this video here right now until this very end of the episode. I really appreciate you folks, you're the best. So, see you all on the next one, and have a wonderful day. Bye bye.